Hi guys, Sqaudra here and welcome to my first Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. Today we're going to be jumping into everything you need to know to get started, how the game works, how to unlock heroes, the role of helpers, progression systems, and of course some gameplay as well. By the end you'll have a solid understanding of the game so you can jump in with complete confidence. So Gekishin Squadra is a 4v4 MOBA similar to something like League or Dota 2. However, where it differs from that and maybe lends itself closer to something like Pokemon Unite is its focus on fast-paced action and combat mechanics, not so much on complex item builds or deep hero synergies. At launch the game is offering a couple of different game modes. There isn't a full rank system just yet and that'll come. Currently there's Standard Battle, Quick Battle and Land Grab. Standard Battle will affect your rank, so to speak. Quick Battle and Land Grab will not affect any of your ranking. So all main playable characters are called heroes, even the villains fall into this category. There are three archetypes. You get damage, red, which is offensive characters designed to deal damage. You get tanks, which are green, frontline heroes who soak damage and initiate team fights. And then you get technical, which is blue, utility support heroes that move between lanes and protecting and boosting their teammates. Each hero has one passive ability that shapes their playstyle. They have three normal abilities that can be leveled up. They have one ultimate ability with a cooldown tied to the hero's kit, and then a dash or vanish step to dart in and out of combat, and this is on a cooldown. Some heroes also unlock transformations at level 7, which give them a big stat boost. However, non-transforming heroes often start stronger or scale differently, so transformations aren't always automatically superior. In the same section here we have helpers. Helpers are special one-use abilities on cooldowns, and they provide effects such as temporary defense buffs, damage boosts, speed increases, and like forcing enemies to take extra damage. Helpers are unlocked through the star collection system and are tied to progression rather than being available from the start, but we'll get into that in just a second. So in order to unlock heroes and go through the progression system, there are a few ways to grow your roster and progress in the game. Number one is the star collection. As you upgrade your heroes' star levels, your total stars unlock new heroes and helpers. Star upgrades don't increase stats directly, but they do expand customization and contribute to collection progress. Just playing the game will get you memory fragments, and when you have enough memory fragments as well as a bit of Zenny, you'll be able to upgrade your hero, and this will contribute to your progression in the star track. Once you've moved to the next tier, you'll be given an option to unlock a single hero from a tier. So for instance, on the screen you can see this is tier 4, but if you keep going through the star track, you'll eventually gain everything on tier 4 and you'll move on to something like this, tier 3, and then tier 2, and so on and so forth, until you eventually theoretically have every single hero. The rarities go up, and eventually you get things like this where you'll be able to choose from those 4 high rarity characters. Now the second way to earn heroes is just by playing matches. After matches, win or lose, you'll earn shards for random heroes, not just the one you played. Shards plus any are required for the star upgrade, and you'll eventually unlock some heroes this way as well. Lastly, the third option is premium currency. So using premium currency, you can just straight up unlock certain heroes, and that is always an option as well if you are desperate for a character. And lastly, in this section, star upgrades also unlock certain visual changes like updated hero portraits, appearance options, as well as skill effects. So the higher level you get, the cooler your characters will look. Now, Gekishin Squadra has a big focus on customization. The main rewards come from capsules, so you get standard capsules earned just through gameplay and the battle pass. They unlock different color variants and different skins for your characters, and then you get premium capsules. Now, premium capsules are earned sparingly or bought with premium currency. They unlock animations, win screens, and special effects as well. Once you have enough premium or standard currency capsules, you'll be able to perform a gacha-like summon to get lots of different outfits, and then, as I said previously, emotes, finishes, and skill effects. Now, character skins come in 2 different flavors. You're going to get your premium skins, which are purchased directly with Dragon Gems from the store. These are your premium currency, and you'll be able to outright just buy these skins immediately. And then you have your EX skins, which are going to be EX tokens. These are unlocked using EX tokens, which you get from duplicate cosmetics. So from earning duplicate cosmetics, they'll be traded in for EX tokens, and then you'll end up getting enough to get one of these skins. Another way to earn some free currencies and a bunch of cosmetics and emotes and things is the battle pass. So currently there's a free battle pass that progresses just as you play. A premium pass is planned, which will likely include some more premium currency skins and cosmetics, but it's currently not available. Your account rank levels up based on your matches and performance, so missions contribute to both rank XP and battle pass progression, rewarding more consistent play. This can be quite nice because it's pretty easy to earn extra ranks. You just need to play the game and not worry too much else about it. And lastly, before we jump into some gameplay, Divine cards and Divine draw. So Divine Dragon combo cards are small passive bonuses earned by fighting enemies and scoring KOs. You can set them to auto early on, but later you'll want to choose them manually when you start getting a bit better. Divine Draw are global modifiers that apply to the entire match, adding variety and forcing players to adjust strategies. These will be added randomly at the beginning of each match. You'll get a little animation where the Grand Priest will jump up and you'll see him basically choose them out for you, and those will apply for that match. Alright, so you've been through the tutorial and you're jumping into one of your first standard battle matches. You're going to choose either damage, tank, or technical, or you can click any. Any and technical will grant you extra bonuses, or depending on what category is having the least amount in matchmaking, that will grant you a bonus for queuing as that role. So just take note of that. If you choose any, you generally will get the bonus anyway, and you'll be thrown into support most likely. So once waiting a little bit and everyone hopefully accepting your the mission, you'll get Divine Draw. Like I said earlier, this will be your 2 global modifiers that will change the match slightly and will apply to the match. Now, you're going to be selecting your hero, select from your roles that you've chosen, as well as your helper. And then there are a few things you can change here. You can either set it to auto learn skills and auto acquire cards, and you can change your hit effect. And one other thing I would do is go and choose your lane, show your team where you're going to be going, what you're going to be doing, and generally it'll say recommended for your role, so it's not too difficult and not too much to worry about. If you go down to ability details at the bottom as well, you'll be able to take a look at what your character does while you are waiting, and you can always reselect your character as well if you are not sure that you want to play with that character before the timer is over. So once you enter your match, you'll see that each lane has 2 God of Destructions per team, so destroy both in a lane and you can attack the shield protecting the Dragon Ball. Capturing the Dragon Ball will net you the win. So Xeno will spawn on timers to assist in pushing objectives. You play the tutorials so you can't attack Gods of Destruction without Xeno being there. There'll be a top and a bottom lane, each with mobs for farming. Clouds in the lanes provide cover from enemy vision. There's a jungle in the middle of the map, and that unlocks mid-game with neutral bosses like Nappa, Jacko, or Ribrian. Defeating them grants massive team buffs, so definitely something you want to go for mid-game, and it damages gods directly, so a great thing to go for. I would say if you're struggling, try focus on these things at each point in the game. So early game, you're going to be focusing on farming mobs to level as quickly as possible. Level differences decide the fights more often than anything else. Try to avoid too many unnecessary early skirmishes. Look, it is a new game, so it's a lot of fun to just fight and see what's going on. But leveling up a little bit as well can help a ton. Once you get to about mid-game, you want to contest jungle bosses for buffs, so you can start rotating across the map a bit, fighting more with your team, and trying to stop the enemy team from pushing into jungle, and that will help them out a lot as well. So, and then a late game, which is kind of once you hit level 10 to 11 in this game, the respawn timers are quite long, and a single one team fight can snowball into a very quick victory. This game can be like that. So once you hit late game, you need to start pushing aggressively after securing objectives. Once you hit endgame and you are running around your team slaughtering everyone, you need to try and stay a bit objective focused and make sure that you clear all gods of destruction in your lane. The goal is to get all the gods of destructions defeated so that there's a clear path to the Dragon Ball, and once your lane is done, you can start rotating around the map to help your team push the other lanes until hopefully you've got both lanes completely pushed in and defeated, and then it's an easy win for you. You don't need both lanes to be defeated to actually get the win, you just need one of them, but having both can make it very, very easy. Another thing to be careful of is once the shell for the Dragon Ball is cracked, pretty much any enemy can walk into your base and insta one-click win, so just be careful of that. If you do lose your Dragon Ball shell, that you monitor what's going on and where the teams are and somebody is back there helping you out. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have for you with Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. Hope you have a lot of fun playing the game. I am, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!